Hi, I'm Tati. Let's talk about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. The case is closed. 5 years ago, Andy Bell was murdered by Sal Singh. The police know he did it, everyone in town knows he did it. But having grown up in the same small town that was consumed by the murder, Pippa Fitz-Amobi isn't quite sure. When she chooses the case as the topic for her final year project, she starts to uncover secrets that someone in town desperately wants to stay hidden. And if the real killer is still out there, how far will they go to keep Pip away from the truth? And now for my spoiler-free thoughts. Wow, did I enjoy this book. Even though the crime at the center of this mystery took place 5 years before the events of the book, the story is still full of suspense. And with that, we get a pinch of romance, and a dash of friendship, and a sprinkle of family dynamics. And it is all just perfectly balanced. Great characters, great plot. The stakes were set just high enough at every turn. It was just everything I want and need out of a young adult mystery. You can probably already guess from my gushing so far that I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend it if you are a fan of young adult mystery or thriller books, like One of Us is Lying, or Trouble is a Friend of Mine, or the Charlotte Holmes series, or Truly Devious. And that is the end of my brief, non-spoilery review. I'm now going to get into my spoilery thoughts, so the next part of this video is going to have spoilers. So if you haven't read the book yet, maybe go read it and then come back. So first up, my favorite characters are definitely Pippa and Ravi. I loved every single scene of them sleuthing together. I did ship them from the beginning. I wasn't sure we were going to get them as a couple. I would be happy if we just got them as friends, but I am even happier that they ended up getting together at the end. Speaking of friends, I totally loved Pippa's friend group and her family. And now for my thoughts on the mystery, the main focal point of this book. This is one that kept me guessing, which is always a good thing in a mystery. Was I suspicious of Mr. Ward and Becca? Yes. But I was also suspicious of everyone else that seemed suspicious, which was kind of everyone else. And I really suspected Naomi there for a bit. And that's the thing. There were so many suspects because there were so many different people who were guilty of different things. The trick was trying to figure out who was responsible for Andy's death and framing Sal for it. And so many twists. I mean, for most of the book, we don't even know if Andy actually died. And then the fact that she didn't die right away, but then died later, and the fact that the girl that Mr. Ward had locked up wasn't even Andy. I mean, just twists at every turn. Oh, and poor Barney. When he first got kidnapped, I wasn't sure if it raised the stakes high enough, and then he died and the stakes were raised too high. Also, the fact that there were 2 different people threatening Pippa was totally obvious, and I never put it together until it was explained. And now into some of my specific favorite chapters. Of course, chapter 1, because we meet Pippa and Pippa meets Ravi for the first time. Chapter 4, with the bribery muffins, need I say more? Chapters 10 to 11 are awesomely creepy. I think they're a great lead into part 2, with the case becoming personally connected to Pip. Chapter 37. Okay, can we talk about how quick this turnaround was? When, in chapter 36, when this is all going down, I thought the Ravi being upset and misunderstanding was going to be dragged out so long. I thought maybe till the end of the book it was going to be dragged out, and then it's resolved in the next chapter, the next page. In book time, it's not even a day later. I just loved how fast he figured it out and came back. Chapter 48. So well done. The drugging, the confession, the chase through the woods. And I personally love the fact that Pippa wasn't going to turn Becca in. Not because I agree that that's the right thing to do, but because I think it fits so well with Pippa's character. And the fact that Becca couldn't go through with killing Pippa in the end fits so well with what we know about Becca. And the fact that Ravi came in and saved her at the end was just exactly what I wanted to happen. And then, of course, we have a scene or a chapter that takes place 2 months later, so it's sort of an epilogue, and I just love that we had that to wrap everything up nicely in a little bow. And those are all my thoughts on A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Let me know in the comments what you think of this book if you've read it. If not, are you gonna read it now? If you like this video, please give it a like. I have new videos every Tuesday and Friday, so subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye. I don't know what my hair was doing throughout that whole video. Oh no. I'm also going to have to do some kind of thumbnail where I insert the cover into the thumbnail because I don't have the book with me. Now, why is my hair being like magnetically drawn to the center of my face? What is that? I don't know what that face was. Okay, bye.